Welcome to the InnerMission Podcast. And yes, it's absolutely a play on words. This is a space where I talk with your favorite entertainers and creators about the in-between moments of life. We're exploring that pause life forces us to take sometimes and discovering what our inner mission truly is when we get rid of that noise. This podcast is for anyone who is tired of performing in life and is ready to start aligning with their true mission. So, come take a pause with me. Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
Don't be coming in my house with all that yelling now. Okay, come on in. I'm excited to see you. Normally my guest is just not this shy, but unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. He's just so shy or so cold.
Shy? Who's shy?
There he is. The one and only Durand Bernarr. Pew, 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 pew.
Yes, I'm in my onesie today.
Yes, you are. Do you have a story behind this onesie?
Totoro.
What's this called now?
Yes, it's the very first anime that I ever watched.
Love it.
When I was a children.
Okay.
And it is called Totoro, and it is about a father who is moving into a new house that has these spirits there. And, well, they're not actually spirits. They're these little animals that only the girls can see. They're two little girls, but yeah. And they look like raccoons, almost like a cat and a raccoon and a squirrel together because they be flying. And then there's a cat that's a bus.
A bus.
Yes, that you can also...
How many people can take a ride?
Oh, he got space.
He got space.
Oh, the Catmobile has space. Do you hear me? Not to be confused with the Batmobile.
Yes, space. Mm-hmm. Who gave it to you? Did you buy it on your own?
I found this.
Where'd you find it?
Where did I find it at?
The Amazon, eh?
Probably, if not the Amazon. No, for real. If it wasn't that, it was somewhere. But definitely, I'm like, oh no, we need this.
You know, I'm just so glad because I have been waiting to have a moment with you for so long since I went to your concert a year ago.
I was about to say, you came, it was you, Candy, Ara Lennox, Deion Ferris.
Brittany Inge came through. Yeah, it was lit.
Yeah, all
and
the
we
homies
came
was there.
backstage, and I was like, it's time. I'm about to meet Durand, and I'm so excited. And what's crazy is I met you praying.
No.
I met you in this spiritual place of changing the energy, getting ready for your concert. And it was so dope to like be introduced to you in that way. Because every musician, every songwriter, singer, they enter it differently. And I just thought that was really, really cool. And then we kikied afterwards. And we was like, we gotta.
Absolutely.
And we've been trying to get together for a year.
Baby, the getting the together is...
So I was like, let me get you in your PJs.
No, when you said this is loungewear, I was like, oh, bet, say no more.
Yes.
It was either between my cloak of righteousness or the Totoro onesie. And my cloak of righteousness is this big, it's a hood, of course, because I love a hood. If it had pockets, it would be real sickening, but...
You can add pockets.
I sure can. Why don't I just add pockets? Do you have a seamstress?
Actually, I am a seamstress.
Oh, you?
Not a good seamstress, but I do.
But you can make some pockets.
Yes, I have a sewing machine.
Let me go ahead and just
I don't think you want to leave it here with me, though. No. I did try to like pat myself. Ain't no patting. I can't do that.
You could do some I believe in you.
I can't. Okay, so I actually normally start my show off with Durand Bernarr. I would like the origin of your name. Where's your name come from?
Ooh, okay,
Who named you all of it?
Yeah, so I am a junior. Yes, so my middle name is Durand, and my first name is Bernarr. So I just switched it around because they call my dad Bernarr, and they just call me Durand, so there wouldn't be any confusion of who would be being called.
Yes.
And plus they never called my dad Durand. I always call him Bernarr forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and also, Durand is French. So anytime that I get into yeah, so when I'm over in Paris, they say Durand.
go wrong.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
DV, we have the same initials.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And you know what else we have in common? A few things. Fun facts.
Okay.
DV.
Mm-hmm.
And your birthday is
September 16th.
16th, 1988.
Hey, sweet. That's us too.
I am September 17th, 1989.
Nice.
We are Irish twins.
Nice.
Yes, we are Irish twins.
Nice.
Virgos.
Love that. Yeah.
And not only that, our third fun fact, you're not the only one with one of these bad boys.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, word?
Word. I had to pull her out.
Oh.
I had to pull her out. Yes.
Oh, I know that's right. It's heavy, isn't it? That's how like when they first put it in here, you're like, wait a minute.
No. Did you? Well, see, I didn't get to do a speech and everything like you did.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Ooh, congrats. I love this.
Thank you. Did you ever do shots out of your Grammy?
I have not done a shot out of my...
You have not... Okay, we're doing it now.
I have not.
You have not done a shot out of a Grammy yet?
I haven't done a shot out of my Grammy.
But you've done a shot out of a Grammy.
I have not.
So then you're doing one out of mine. Okay. We should do it. It's clean. The house cleaners came today, so it's clean.
The house cleaners. Okay, the other DB.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Okay, shots
out the Grammy.
Out the Grammy. Yes, blessings. Live.
Now I need a tetanus shot. All right.
Put a little dust in there.
Okay.
Thank you for blessing it.
Of course.
I don't drink anymore, so I would do it.
Listen, but you know how to make a drink, though.
I do know how to make a good drink, but I'm chilling on the liquor right now. So,
I did not see that before. Y'all
I know
must have
you did.
Y'all snuck that. Absolutely. That's why I'm like, wait a minute.
Like I snuck her in. But yeah, that was a part of, 2016. And then to see you get on that stage at the top of this year and run your ass across it. It was just, okay, but let me tell you.
Yes.
So I first was introduced to you when you were on that reality show.
BT?
BET. And I was like, yo, this dude is so authentically himself. And it was so refreshing. It was like, I was like, can y'all just give him his own show? Like, that's what we need. But I want to know, like, who was that, Durand? Like, what was going on in your life at that point in time?
That was 2018?
2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
2019.
So, 2019, I was just coming out of, so I was about to turn 31.
Okay.
Yeah. I just pulled myself out of this dumb-ass piece of debt that I got put in from
I heard about
the previous roommate. So it was like I was finally getting like on my feet in my mind.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, and there's different versions of that because, when I moved out to LA for the first like 4 years or so, I was doing Ubering and lifting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that. I'm doing, all of that in between, plus doing background with Badu and doing my own stuff. So it was a lot of juggling, but I needed to have my Fenty Beauty. Like, where's the Fenty Beauty at? Where it's like, that's the one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I was almost, I had gotten into, because by that time, 2019, I was putting together the Durand album.
Okay.
That was around the time I was doing that.
But what was like your living situation at
my
the
living
time?
situation. So 2019, I was living in a studio apartment.
Okay.
In Hollywood.
Was you like bright eyes, bushy tail, like?
Oh no, I have been out in LA since 20.
Okay, you've been down there.
Yeah, I've been in there since December 2014.
Okay. But the show was like, obviously you wanted to be on the show and saw it as an opportunity for people to be more introduced to your work and.
It was, I guess what I discovered on the show was I'm not a competition type person. Like I've never been a.
You was marching to your own drum.
Absolutely.
Or beat, whatever.
Like you put me in the right environment or in an environment where it's like the whole thing where they were where we had to run through the obstacle course and then sing nursery rhymes. I'm like, well, I exercise. Like, I go hiking. I skate. Like, yes, I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can do this.
Like, I'm not a singer who's out of breath.
Yeah.
But...
Or when they were asking about, or when we had to play, some of them had never played with the band before, and so they're asking about blocking on.
My dad, I grew up like
they're like,
this.
so what does downstage right mean? And so I'm asking out again, and they like, oh, he know what he doing. Like, yes, because I'm a theater kid, so I was absolutely a veteran in that, when and honestly, they really needed some comedic relief. Like that's the main thing. What they truly needed, and I was able to foster and build relationships. I fostered some really beautiful relationships on and off camera. Me and Maya still talk.
Love it.
Me and Pretty are still in communications. Tate, he went on to produce for folks. He landed a spot with I forgot what the record on Nicki's Queen album, but he so he's doing his stuff. So everybody was kind of still kind of respectably doing what it was that they were doing. And then, of course, folks backstage, Lamont Leaks and Vivian Payton, just folks that really, specifically the women behind the scenes that became our aunts and, just that type of thing. So that was really more so what I benefited from it the most. It wasn't necessarily all of that, but of course, the relationships I was able to build. And even the people that discovered me off of that show.
Yeah.
Denise Van Morgan, who is one of the Marvelettes who sang, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr.
Where's the postman?
She found me.
Don't get me started.
She found me on that's a Hey Grandma. She found me on that show and pretty much just adopted me as her grandson.
I love that.
It's so interesting because I've always longed for eldership, because
Same.
I only had one grandparent when I was growing up, my father's mother. Both my mother's parents passed pretty much before I was, I grew up, and my father's dad passed also before I was born. So I've always wanted a grandfather figure, the grandmother figures, those type of things. So to have gotten that, if anything, she and I were able to connect from that show, that everything else would be that
was all you needed.
Yes.
Because you are, I love just the mix of humor, and I think I hold this within myself too. Humor, youthfulness, yes, but there is depth. There is so much wisdom that you hold, and that's what I enjoyed about going to your concert, was because I never forgot you saying like, you can be welcoming, but don't be a doormat.
Oh yeah, welcoming, but don't be a welcome mat.
That's what it was, don't be a welcome mat. I was like, okay, friend, like who you been listening to? You always just have these little jewels and gems that you hold within yourself. So I just think that's so dope. And I can't wait to talk more about some of those that I have written down. But before we get into that, I want to play a little game. Okay. This is like one of those rapid fire that might not be as rapid, but we'll see.
Right, we'll see how rapid I can be with the fire.
Yes. Your vocal cords are feeling dry. What is your immediate non-negotiable remedy?
Loquat. It's a candy that is not a lozenge, but it does help open you up, because with lozenges, you'll numb your vocal cords and you won't know if you're doing damage to them or not. But this is it's a Chinese remedy. Shout out to my Chinese baddies. Hey, Sherry, okay? Warren G. Shoot down, shogun, shi shang sha. Yes, did you drink your hot water today? Okay. Yes, I got my socks on. Thank you.
Have you been to Japan?
Yes. Tokyo, Osaka.
Same.
But I've only been to China once.
Okay.
And that was literally a quick turnaround. Like, we flew from LA to Hong Kong the night before the show, did the show the next day, and then flew back to LA the next day. Like, that was...
How was that? Was this your show? Or
no, this was Badu.
But how was it being in another country, like, seeing all these Asian faces out there just rocking out?
I have more experience in Japan than I did in China. Because it was too quick. We were at least in Japan 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, as I told you, it might not be as rapid because we get to talking. What's a time signature that makes you instantly want to write a song?
A time signature.
That candy good, huh?
It is. I'll say, you know what? I'll say at least a BPM. I'm sitting between like 95 and 100 right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's that giving? Like a
95 would be like Pistol Grant Pump on my lap at all time, and then like and then like 100 would be They Not Like Us. Like that's the BPM. But yeah, it could be house, it could be acid jazz, it could be, you know, but like that could be a nice little for right now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could be in any Broadway musical, what would it be? I want to hear this.
Okay, one that is actually already going on, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
And one that has not taken place right now, but I don't know, The Mask.
The Mask?
Yes.
I don't know The Mask.
With Jim Carrey.
Oh, like are they turning that into a Broadway show?
I don't know, but if they ever did.
That would be the one.
Yes, Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba
beat. I can see you do
that.
Yeah. Okay, so you rap it. I'm not. So you were homeschooled. Mm-hmm. Do you think that allowed you the space to be yourself more instead of being surrounded by a bunch of judgmental ass kids?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because not only am I homeschooled, but I'm an only child. It's all about me. It's all about me.
See, the reason I ask is because I have an only child. I have a 6-year-old. And
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Freya, who's obsessed with you.
Listen, as she should. Like, we're going to listen.
Oh, my God. And if she could see you in that onesie right now. But I'm thinking about it. I just want to know the effects of that, you know?
So I'll say for me, my parents were in a position to be able to do that because my dad was working. By the time I was growing up, he was already kind of working on the road, being a production, a audio engineer. Mm-hmm. So mom was homeschooling me. She was, you know, at home. So I was with her the bulk of the time. And I was taught independence. I was taught to ask questions if I didn't know something, and nothing was ever off limits.
You was around all them old folks? Probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm around elders and people twice my age. Not to say that I wasn't socialized around other children my age, because I got my cousins. However, my cousins are outside of my cousin that's right above me, that's 86. Everybody else is like 8 years older than me.
Wait, when you said 86 for a minute, I was like, 86?
Yeah, 86. 1986. My bad, Red. My bad.
I'm with you.
1986.
But I just for 1 second, I was like, hold on, what now?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, outside of that, everybody was, 8 and 10 years older than me. Okay. So I'm a hybrid of being my parents only, but being the youngest out of my cousins. So
okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if that's the path. That's the move.
Listen, the ways in which I was socialized, I feel like are so well-rounded, because while I might not have went to school, I went to, first of all, there was church, there was, family reunions, you got your cousins, your immediate relatives, the skating rink. Mm-hmm. You have different classes that you're taking. Like I was taking classes at Cleveland Institute of Music for Movement. I was at Cleveland Playhouse Square for acting. I was doing Caramel Theater House, doing productions. In martial arts class, when I was a teenager. There's so many different, I was in dance groups. So there are ways in which I was socialized. I wasn't socialized in a capitalist type of way where I had to go to a building and be indoctrinated in conforming into this 9-to-5 type, lifestyle. So
you didn't feel lonely. That's my biggest concern.
First of all, with all these people up here, who finna be lonely? Who finna be lonely? How
many people you got up
with
in
all
there?
this activity? There's 3.
3.
Yeah, at least yes. There's my inner child. There's my inner teenager, which is my emotional self, and then there's my inner old man.
And your old man's name is?
Rufus. Rufus.
And
he
I
sits
think
somewhere between like late 60s, early 70s.
He got a date and everything?
Oh, yeah. He's seen a plethora of presidents and segregation.
Has he sang for the president?
He ain't singing for nobody. He don't want to be bothered with no loud noise. Don't be pussyfooting around him. Make sure you have his reefer ready.
Rufus, the reefer man.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd be Lionel today.
Lionel. But you said Lucille.
Lucille earlier?
Yes,
Lord
Lucille.
Jesus.
That's the one.
Lucille. Okay.
I can hear it now. Lucille!
Lucille.
Did you take that magnesium like I told you to?
I think she's probably 72.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give her a good 72.
Looking 64.
Yeah, she loves her kimonos. Looking 64 for sure. Full head, full of gray hair.
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah, she ain't dying nothing.
Nothing, honey.
Yep.
That's salt and pepper popping. That is Lucille.
Come on, Lucille.
Lucille and Rufus.
I live.
Okay, so I have to introduce you to my girl right here.
Yes. Who is this? Ethel.
This is Miss Pearly.
Miss Pearly.
But you see an Ethel.
But listen, Miss Pearly it is.
Okay, Miss Pearly with the cornrows. And there's a few questions in Miss Pearly that need to be answered by the one and only Rufus.
Oh, snap. I'm answering this as my old inner man.
Yes.
That's funny.
Let's see what you got.
What's a season of your life that almost broke you? And what did it actually build in you?
Talk to me. I've had some seasons.
I'll say between 16 and 21. Yeah. And I'll say those particular years because 16 is when I decided that I was going to get saved. And I wasn't going to ride on the coattails of my mother's relationship with God and have my own relationship with God.
Come on, somebody.
And that was probably some of the most tumultuous time that I could have spent because it's hard to really love yourself in an environment that is constantly telling you that you're broken and there's something wrong. And I'm just so glad that I made it out because there were some times within that period that I was gonna press eject because I just felt like if there is no light at the end of this tunnel, I'm not trying to just be suffering just for the sake of suffering. Like we can just cut this out now. And it was my mother just randomly coming into my room, just talking to me on some, I was thinking. Like one of those, like didn't say anything because I was just like, we're gonna do this the most painless way possible because I do not like pain. And she was just like, you being my son has made me realize that this is not a choice. Like this genuinely is not a choice. And I realized I had to stop praying for God to fix you because you weren't broken.
That's right. Never broken.
And so when we have moments like that, when we have people in our lives that are reassuring us that we are necessary in the way that we are, in our who we are, not where, but who we are at the core. Like there's nothing to fix.
Nothing.
And I'm just glad I was able to make it out. And I have to remind those parts of myself every day, that I'm living this audacious life, because it's one of those things where I could have really been a different person had my parents not been who they were at the time that they were to be who they needed to be to me so that I can be to the world who I am. So I always got to go back to them when I talk about like my support system.
Because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are being told that they have unconditional love, but it's so conditional.
Very.
You know? And so I just think that's a beautiful thing that your mom came to the realization of like, nah, you're perfect just the way that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't been asked that question. So.
Ooh. Oh, let's get into another one. Let's see what you got out of Pearlie's bosoms. Sort of. Choir robe out of choir robe. What you got? What you got?
Favorite thing to do by yourself?
Favorite thing?
There's a couple things that are coming to mind. One thing is just to be quiet.
That part.
I know that's like, Durand likes to be quiet, baby. Let me tell you something. I actually, like, there are times where I need to, like, even just sit in quiet. Like, ride in the car and, like, I'll be going online. I'm like, wow, I'm not listening to music. I'm like, yeah, because I'm always hearing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, it's cool to have a moment to just be still with myself.
Yeah.
And of course, one of my other favorite things, at least I think that everybody can relate to this, is when you sit on the royal throne and have to just take out the trash, okay? Because that's what I love to do. One of my favorite things ever in the world.
Sitting on the toilet.
Yes.
Going to the Superdome.
Yes. Love that.
That's why they call it the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
That's why somebody asked me, like, they said it's hard to find gifts for me.
Are you a hard person to shop for?
Okay, someone disagrees. So, no, I'm very simple. However, if we're talking about what you want, like, what's a gift that I would use, like, that would get the most use?
What is that? A bidet. You don't have one yet?
Oh, no, I have the attachment, but I'm talking about the toilet seat.
You need
like
a real
the one that, like, when you enter into the vicinity,
yes.
It goes doo-doo-doo.
Like
and
at the
then,
Mandarin. Have you stayed at the Mandarin before? Mandarin Oriental in New York, 59th Street. You had to stay there.
Okay, no, I haven't.
They got that. And the seat is like warmed up and everything, and it rises when you come in.
Come on, Rock. So you can wake
That's
up
where you need
to.
Come on. You need to get that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious too, because the thing is, I think I can say this, and you can tell me if I can't. Mm-hmm. My titties about to come out. Okay.
Titties.
Obviously, you've been famous for a while, you know, and there's a lot that comes with that. But this new level, you are rising very quickly, which just is a lot. And sometimes it's a change. We're changing, you know, with the fame, but a lot of times the people around us struggle with the change more than we do. So how have you been setting your boundaries? You are tearing that starburst up.
One thing that I will say is, I think, like, just how I view any relationship, I just kind of look at it like, if we're not aligned, that's okay. You know, there's a way in which that you need to show up in the world and for yourself, and it might not be how I show up. You know, if I come to someone and I remind them of a boundary that I set, like, hey, remember when, you know, and then I get hit with, you know, you're offended at everything. Oh, we're just not aligned. Mm-hmm. If the answer isn't, you know what, my bad, because I be doing that with everybody, or I do that with everybody over here, and we have to understand we can't handle everybody the same. Mm-mm. And especially me not being the same that I was before all of this happened, because I'm not the same. My schedule has changed. My circumstances have changed. Mm-hmm. All of these things have changed. Be at the core might still be where is intact, but everything outside of that has had to adjust. And so the people in our lives and in our orbit have to adjust.
Period.
And if they don't want to adjust, that's okay. No one is being villainized.
That's right.
It just means that we're not aligned at this time. Truly. And I kind of charge it to the game on that.
Yeah.
You know.
Has any of it ever been hurtful to you to lose a friend or see them in a different way, or, you know, because for me, I had that happen when I came out of, you know, my first years of Orange is the New Black. And my fame hit so fast. It happened in 13 hours because it was a binge show. So in 13 hours, I was famous and I didn't know what to do. So I went straight to, after my maybe second or third season, I went to therapy to try to figure it out. But it was really challenging for my friends to see me as a new Danielle, because I've always been the one that was asking for advice and I don't really know what to do. And now I'm I got a team. And they were like, you got a team, you feeling yourself. No, I legit have a team.
Here's the thing with that. A lot of times, because people do not respect what's familiar. That's what it is. And I think when we start to become unfamiliar to them, because this is a new space that we're in, when we say, hey, this is my assistant's contact, talk to them, make sure that they get everything lined up. It's not, I ain't talking to no team. I said, if you think that you're gonna leave it to my own devices,
right, it ain't getting done.
It ain't getting done. I'm letting you know, right? There are literally people that stay on me to make sure that I get things done.
Yeah.
So if I at least let them know this is a priority and we need to make sure that this happens, we will make sure that happens. But this is why I have aid.
Yes.
Because there are so many things that are being pulled from me. Do you
talk to me?
Just to ask, because I don't want to assume.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to have 30 plus active group chats going on at the same time? And you have maybe 2 or 3 main people that are in all of those group chats facilitating things. And so sometimes you're like, okay, well, let me put my phone on focus. Let me put it on. And then you have certain people that are in that get through your D&D, and the people that are a part of your getting through D&D are also in those 30 plus group chats. Last year, I had to turn my haptics off because my phone was buzzing so much.
I don't have mine on. I never, even my text, I will never hear my text.
Yeah, my nervous system was starting to get so because it's it has me whoa, okay, I have to turn this off.
Yep.
I have to turn that off. So.
You had to set a boundary with your phone.
Yes, and tell my mama and my daddy stop putting me in the family group chats.
I don't do group chats at all. I cannot
Please. Y'all got to cut it out. And I'm telling y'all right now.
He's direct to camera.
No, seriously. And I'm telling you, and I had to let some of the family members know, I will block everybody. I will block every last one.
Has that been hard for you?
It's
family?
It's not even family. It's just my people, period.
Yeah,
it's
people.
Relatives. It's people that I call family.
Yeah.
It's the friends that are getting adjusted to this.
Yes.
Because it's you would have some folks that for the longest, they would be trying to get folks on me. You know, you need to listen to Durand, this, that, and the third. And this is back in 2010, 2012. And now folks are really starting to get on the bandwagon. And they're like, well, I told you about that 10 years ago.
There's a bit of ownership.
But here's the thing.
Talk to me.
I wasn't doing what I was doing 10 years ago now. I didn't have Stuck. I didn't have Mango Butter. I didn't have these records.
Bloom,
all that. I didn't have the team.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself.
No.
You know, so there's only but so far that you can do it with the little bit of aid that I did have. So that's growing. But people getting adjusted to me not being, I'm not no regular nigga no more.
You're not. Give me some, my friend.
Seriously.
Because I have to pause there because I've struggled with that.
Yeah.
Of not being comfortable saying that I'm not that nigga no more.
Yeah.
I've been so humble for a lot of years, and there's beauty in that.
There's not, and I want to say this real quick.
Okay, talk to me. Let me
tell you what this is.
Okay.
Humble, the dictionary definition of the word humble means to make a low or modest estimate of one's own importance. And that don't even go with your skin tone, baby. Okay, we're not going to even do that. So, but what you can do is operate in gratitude, and that means to extend kindness and to be thankful. And you can do both those things without making a low or modest estimate over your importance. Okay, I'm done.
I needed that.
Yeah. Don't ever let nobody call you humble. Ever.
I needed that.
Down to earth. So no, none of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed that. That's real for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I've just been able to stand in like that. That's the first time I've ever pulled that out. Like I did this show. Oh, we're not gonna do that.
It's okay.
But there's seriously that used to hide in a closet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It deserves to be
and
seen.
now I'm like, yeah,
I deserve to be seen.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And there's so many ways that we hide too. You know, like I am just now, like I just decided to do these little
Not little.
New Year's resolutions. I've never been a fan of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I've said, you know what, I'm gonna step in to see what this does for me this year.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them has been to be intentional about how I show up. And I think I have even been hiding in how I show up, of like my hair and my nail. And people say, Danielle, you always look good. Yeah, I do. But there's times I've like dimmed myself to feel more ordinary or relatable or whatever that might be. You have better words for it, but you're the wordsmith.
I mean,
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting to that point of like, no, I am that bitch. Like I am like that girl. And I've been that girl, but I've been so humble that I've been hiding, and I'm tired of that. I'm excited to express all of who God has made me to be, and what people see. I do know that to be true. Like, yeah. I'm talented. I am an EGOT nominee actress. I got one of them. I need 3 more.
Okay. I like that.
You know,
EGOT nominee. I love that. Yes,
I am.
yes.
You know, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I needed to hear that.
Absolutely.
That you know, I look at this card and it says the inner mission, and I want to know what you think your inner mission is. Because right now you just poured into me. So I know that's one of them, is pouring into people.
Yeah. I'll say, for me, one of my main inner missions, first and foremost, is to make sure that I'm at peace and I'm happy and well within myself. Mm-hmm. Number one, because I'm the only one that got to wake up and live my life. Truly. So getting to that place where you not just love yourself, because I feel like love can be, you can love somebody from afar. You can love yourself from afar.
You got a song for that?
No, but I should put it together.
You might need to.
Yeah.
You might need to.
You hear the term, somebody said, I love them, but I can't speak to them anymore. Or I got to love them from over here.
Yeah.
But when you like yourself, you spend time with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You check in on yourself. How you feeling today, baby? You good? What you need today?
Right.
What can I give myself? You know? So that is a journey in itself. So that, and also making sure that when I come into spaces that my presence adds. You know, if we're not adding peace, if we're not adding some kind of laughter or lightness to the space, then we might not need to be there. Mm-hmm. You might want to stay home.
I think you're getting one of
yeah, baby. She over there like, baby. She wanna.
You're very active back there.
She's like, you been in my diary. She said, this is real specific today.
You hit those. I knew it when you came in here. Before you came in, I just knew you was gonna hit us with some gems.
I mean, but this is also really good.
Thank you.
Thank you for this.
Yes.
Thank you for this. Truly.
And that's been the goal. Like I got to tell you a little bit of my journey with this. Because in 2011, I had just graduated Juilliard. And I was not booking. Orange came a year after. Mm-hmm. And I was really struggling, but I remember my teacher saying, you know, the work doesn't stop right when you get your diploma, it continues. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So I started this YouTube channel with the $500 I had gained from working at a restaurant, got this money, bought a camera, and I started to interview people where they were where I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. So I interviewed them, and then I had booked Orange. And my team at the time, said that they didn't feel like the quality of what I had was the quality of where I was now. So they were like, we think you should take it down. I said, okay. So I took it down. Cut to 2022. I'm like, you know what? I got this desire. I want to bring this back. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a podcast. Do this podcast. Quality matches where I'm at now.
Okay.
I'm excited. Getting some great guests. Presented to my team. And they were like, yeah, I think you should hold off on this because you might get Oscar nominated for The Color Purple, and we don't want too much buzz and noise. Like, we don't want to oversaturate with things that we just shouldn't have right now. I was like, okay. I said, well, let me meet you somewhere. If I don't get Oscar nominated, I'm dropping it. If I get Oscar nominated, I'll hold off.
Okay.
I get Oscar nominated. Thank you, Jesus. But the one thing is I was operating out of other people's fear.
Yeah.
And not operating with what I knew God told me to do. Mm-hmm. So we're back. Mm-hmm. However many years later, 4 years. I'm an actress. I can't barely count, child.
And you're doing it.
And I'm doing it. And it feels so good because the goal truly is to help people find their inner mission, to take that pause, to find their purpose while having fun and like enjoying themselves at the same time and laughing and being entertained. But the goal is to remind people, like, we're here for a purpose. Let's go find yours. You know what I'm saying?
So may I
go
on
ahead.
That? So shout out to R&B Only. My folks over there, they asked me a question, and the clip had resurfaced when they said, what do I feel my purpose is? Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't feel that I have a purpose because I feel like me being myself is good enough. I think a lot of times people are, the things that they do are contingent upon their value, what they bring, instead of just who they are as a person being enough. Mm-hmm. Like, what if I wasn't doing this? Would I not be great? Would I not be deserving of love? Would I not be excellent? Which is another thing. I don't like the term Black excellence because it really reeks of like classism. Because what about our disabled brothers and sisters and our trans sisters? Like, are they not excellent because they're not in the viewpoint, or they're not, because they don't have a certain tax bracket? So it's just certain things that we might just say that we don't realize that have a certain undertone to it. But for me, when I think about purpose, I don't need purpose to be myself.
Do you think, totally heard, do you think that purpose is sort of like legacy? When people is like, what's your legacy? Well, you don't know what your legacy is because it's only going to come when you've had time or you passed on, and that's what your legacy will be, what you've left people, but you will never know. Yeah. But I feel like that could be the same with purpose,
I think I can get with legacy, and I feel like some of us, we can experience our legacy while we're still here. Yes. I feel like Quincy Jones was able to see his legacy that he left. Cicely Tyson was able to see
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. Like, there's so many people that have been able to see, like, how their work has inspired and motivated and been a stamp in history and time. So I do feel that my legacy has is being audacious, is being coming in to do the most, because I was not here to do the least. I was not brought here to do that. And I've gone through so much where people went out of their way to make sure that I knew they were uncomfortable with who I was. And so now I'm being celebrated by being myself.
Which I've seen from day one, the minute you came on the screen, baby. The minute you came. But that's what I feel like the purpose lends itself to, is like you being enough is the purpose. Like, that is exactly
the purpose is being enough, and being enough is the purpose, and the purpose is being enough, and the purpose is being enough.
Yes.
It's my purpose.
That's my purpose. Well, exactly. That's it. That's it. I'm trying to thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So I got a few more little things to play and fun. I'm gonna put little Pearly back.
Okay.
She in my way. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Her head screwed on.
Now we're gonna get her hair. And
Okay.
get this wig
So I
together.
have this game. I have two things that I want to play before we get on out of here. One is called Work. My titty, my breast. Okay.
Listen.
Okay, good.
They pay mortgage over here. Okay?
Child.
He said, "I will get the last word."
Anyway,
Please.
they coming out.
Okay.
This game is called Work, Marry, Heal
Yes.
instead of Work, Marry, Kill.
Love that.
Okay.
Okay.
So who would you work with? Who would you marry? And who would you want to heal?
Okay. Who do I want to work with?
Yes. Who's like you desire to work with?
Okay. Who I would love to work with.
Because we know you about to work with Kalani. You're going on tour. I can't wait.
It's just too perfect of an opportunity. Like, so shout out to Sister Lonnie.
I love her.
Okay, who I would work with? I would love to work with Sade.
Mm.
I would love to work with Sade. Another strong contender would be Salt, which is the group that Cleo Sol is in.
Okay.
If I could listen to an artist for the rest of my life, it would be Salt because it's so vast.
Love it.
And then work Mary.
Yes. Just that person that like maybe you had a teenage crush on or
I'm too old for him.
Lord Jesus.
Well, listen, Leonardo DiCaprio don't like him older than 25. Okay, so I'm too old. Anyway, okay, Mary.
Like my crush, everybody knows is Usher. Will always be. My husband knows is Usher.
Yes.
I went to the Gold Party and I got squished. Not even squished. I got to dance in between my husband and Usher. When I tell you, honey, I was just so happy.
I'm trying to think, who is my crush? I'm trying to think.
You ain't got no crush.
I'm trying to think. Do I? No. Who do I mean?
Dang.
Yeah, like who I mean?
No crush. Okay, I'll let it rock.
So I'm like, yeah, like who I would marry. But for the sake of, if I had to marry, I'll say Kaytranada. Just because the musicality of it all just would be, and he's such a sweet person.
Yes.
So that would be a cover. And then someone who I would like to heal. Where do we start? Who do I actually give a fuck about enough to want to heal, and who needs to be just carried on out by natural fucking selection?
Oh, Jesus.
Who deserves? Oh God, like who deserves my healing? Let alone, okay, bitch. Because first of all, Who do I have enough grace for? Where I'm just like,
So someone today gave an example of their sister's hair braider, needed healing because their kids was just kind of like doing the most all the time and running around. It could be something like that or whatever it comes to mind.
You know what? You know who could use some healing?
Who?
Lil Boosie sons. Yes. Those young boys could absolutely use some healing. Absolutely. I would absolutely, on their behalf, absolutely.
Get the oil.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My God today.
Thank you.
Yeah, because sometimes, bad parents happen to good kids,
A lot of times, That's why I'm trying to make a good human out here, for sure. The next thing that I want to do, which I'm so excited about, me.
Oh!
I have this desire. These mics are not even hot, but they about to be hot with our vocals.
Fire and desire!
All I want to do is sing with you. And what I mean by sing, I have this picture of you doing some run and me trying to do it.
Oh! So like Kiera Shear and,
yes.
Kiki.
Hold on, let me get ready. Okay. Okay, I'm nervous. Okay, because I'm not a runner.
New York. Unique.
Yes.
New York.
Tip of the tongue. I'm not a runner, but I'm going to be today because I have you in the building. So I'm going to get rid of this fear. Because I was on Terrell's show too.
Yes, I saw.
Child, can't remember a lyric for nothing. But I'm trying to work out of the fear. So I'm singing with you today.
So so there's a run in particular I just thought of that I feel is a nice, well-rounded run.
Okay.
It has some length to it, but not too crazy.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. So let me check. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, so we're gonna work on it.
That is too hard.
No, it's not.
That is too hard.
That is what.
I cannot do that.
That is what he said.
I
Anyway.
can.
Nah, we gonna practice.
That.
We just gotta work. We're gonna do it in sections.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So the first 4 notes. B.
B.
Okay. B.
B.
B for.
B for. I don't remember half of this.
B for.
It's the flip for me. Oh Lord.
That's going from your chest to evil.
This why it's not everybody calling. It's not everybody.
Then why
calling.
you picking up the phone, okay? Because hello, who is this?
I can do the Mahalia stuff, okay? We can do the growling. We can do all of that. But this running stuff,
Okay. You got it. So she had the first one. Beaver.
Beaver.
Got it. Okay. So Beaver. Beaver. One more time.
Okay.
Beaver.
I ain't got that part. Oh.
See, we almost there.
Okay. I'm gonna have to remix mine.
I got you.
Beaver.
You got it. You got it.
Okay. Okay, now I think it's a timing thing.
Mm-hmm. It is, but you get. That's why I'm breaking it down so that way. Beaver.
Okay, it's almost clicking in the
brain. You got it.
Beaver. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it with you.
Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and Beaver. See, she did it. You just gotta practice.
Okay.
And see, practice makes the skill.
It does.
The skill is what makes it perfect.
It's true.
Because you can practice something wrong.
Yes. That was so much fun. What else you got for me? Give me one more.
Okay. Okay, try this. Hey, yeah.
Hold on, you doing that flip stuff again. I can do the
hey, yeah. No, you're groaning. Want to do vocal fry. Yes, there it is. Hey, yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't do these with the mics because this might not be the best for someone to have a good time with it. I'm gonna do without the mic. What is that?
That's Michelle Farrell.
Oh yeah, I love me some Michelle Farrell. You be coming up with some dumb runs. Oh my God. Who's your favorite runner in a track star?
The voice is an instrument.
It
is. Treat it
is.
like an instrument.
Yes.
You know?
That's why showing up to your concerts are the most fun because what you're giving is range, darling. It's just, everything.
Variety.
What you give in your singing is what I hope people see when I act.
Absolutely. Which, by the way, I went to go see Color Purple twice. I took my mother to go see it, and I went with my homies.
Oh, thank you.
And, I had to support the girls.
Yes, thank you.
But no, you really laid into that role.
Thank you. Thanks.
Truly well earned.
Thank you.
Well earned.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I said, they've been rehearsing.
We was working.
Who finna work?
We was working.
Yeah.
And it was such a joy. I loved being.
Where did y'all film that at again?
We shot it in Georgia.
Gotcha.
On some plantations.
Yeah.
It was real. It was real. It was real. No lie. It really was. Because there was moments where there was just all of these trees that you pass in the plantation, and you're just like, I don't even want to think about how many brothers
bodies.
and sisters, hanging fruit. Well, I didn't want to think about that, but you can't help but to. So it really helped. And
of course, everybody in the in the wardrobe that they in. It's very real.
Yes.
I'll never forget when I went to what tour was this? Was this Badu's Follow Me, or was this live from Badu Batron? I feel like this was live from Badu Batron. But we had a show in Jackson, Mississippi. No. We were passing through No, I feel like we did. But the time that we got to Jackson, there was a homecoming and a family reunion happening at the same time. So black. Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, shout out to Dear Silas too. But while we were there, we went to what was it called? Buffington or Bluffington Park. And went there, did a little trip. And I took off my socks and I walked in the grass, and I went to go.
You were grounding.
Very much. No, it was one of those moments where I kind of looked around and I said, it was not too long ago where I'm pretty sure there were slaves on this land, or there were people running, hoping to get away. And here I am, being my flamboyant queer self,
love it,
traveling here to entertain the people. And there are people that haven't even left the four corners of this city, and I'm here, fortunate enough, being black, being a descendant of that. I am their wildest dreams that they couldn't even dream of.
You are.
So it was a very grounding moment to just be there.
Yeah, and that's how I felt with Color Purple too. It was very grounding moment, and it's such a beautiful moment. Even at the end, we all get in that circle, and we're all in white around the tree, and just thinking about those that came before.
Because I would not have lasted. Do you hear me?
You wouldn't have lasted.
I would not.
That wasn't your time.
All this would have been wasted back then.
Oh, and thank God it's
all
here.
This would have been wasted. We wouldn't have had nothing to document none of this greatness. Could you imagine?
Thank God we don't have to.
Okay.
So we got one last thing. We call this lighting it up.
Strike it up!
Strike it up! Strike it up!
There we go. Yes, that's Reginald. Strike it up! Strike it up! Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I want to do, I just want to follow everything he does vocally. That's all I want. Thank you. Okay, so we're lighting it up for something, someone.
Yes.
And I want to light this up for you, my friend. Thank you for being your authentic self, for just not wavering on that, even when there was this little bug in your ear that said it's not worth it, for just allowing yourself to push through the hardest moments of your life. Because whether you believe in this purpose thing or not, God dang, you got it. My Lord, thank you for just understanding that you are enough. And I know that the journey can have us a little wavery on that sometimes, and it can be challenging to always stand in that. But when you step outside of your home, you help us to find the strength to be our authentic self. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to...
light it up for me. Light it up.
Yes. No, I want to light this up.
Okay.
For... I'm thinking about all of the hands that have had their... have placed themselves on my back along this journey. I think about an episode of Demon Slayer where he was, Tanjiro was talking about all the people that have had their hands on his back to push him through because he was having survivor's, remorse. And all of the things that he had gone through and their help to get him through had not been in vain, and that is what pushed him forward. I could do the whole sermon on that damn Tanjiro, but yes, I want to just send this up to the people who are no longer here with us in this plane that have helped push me to where I am. And I know for a fact that they would be proud.
Light it up, light it up. There we go.
Happy birthday to you. I hate that song.
I do too.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
like singing it.
Yes.
That's the worst song to sing.
Ever.
I hate it.
It's right up the worst song ever to sing, like ever in life.
What?
And then it's
really?
Then it's Happy Birthday, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that one yet just because I'm nervous about forgetting the words.
Forget them. Because they're forgettable. Also, the third verse is about how Black people will never be free. So that's why Fergie's rendition of that song is my favorite. Because she gave it exactly what it deserved.
She really did, didn't she?
They thought Roseanne was a fool. No. Fergie. Okay. Stacey Ferguson.
Well, on behalf of Stacey Ferguson, we're blowing this one out.
Yeah.
Let's blow
together.
Oh. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to share, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. If this conversation gave you something to think about or laugh about or share, do me a favor and like this video, drop a comment, and send someone who needs to hear it this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time on The Intermission.